Hey guys, it's me, I'm back. I've been promising to make this video for quite some time to the few followers that I have. So some people have been asking me for me to go a little deeper into the samurai build because apparently I did not show the techniques for the samurai. I actually didn't show the techniques for any of my builds because techniques aren't really that important. You could probably come up with a technique with this build that might actually benefit you more, and probably be even better. I only did the technique because it suits me. There will be sometimes in Legends, depending on the stipulation, where a technique you would have to change the technique. Like say if they have an immunity week. An immunity week means that the enemies cannot be affected by any type of fire, poison, whatever else is an effect, any type of effect. So no effects have any significant dealings on an enemy for that week, because that is the how do you say it? That is the I can't remember. What's it? Oh, hold on. I'll show you right now what I'm referring to.
Any story with you.
All right. So when we go here, we go to pick Nightmare, and you see, where is it now? Defense. Okay. So the defense of I Village, modifier, slow revive. So you see where they have modifier, and you see slow revive. It's right under the mission, which is defense of our village. Then they have modifier is slow revive. So for this week, until Friday 11 a.m., slow revives is the modifier. That means that is the trump card that the game throws at you, the player, that you have to get past. So that means when they say slow revive, that means that if you or a member of your party goes down, it is going to take much longer to pick them off the ground. Hence, therefore, making it a lot more complicated, making your mission a lot harder. Let's just use the word harder. It'll make it harder. So for some time, it could be next week, it could be week after next. It won't be slow revives. It will say immunity. And again, immunity means fire, poison, any type of effect does not hurt the enemy. So therefore, that renders your whatever technique I'm about to show you useless. So let me show you when I say it renders it useless. This technique is mostly dependent on fire damage. As you can see in the display where they show you how the effect works. So we have that. And then we have increased the number of legendary items you can equip. Therefore, what this does is, I explained this in the gear. If you look in the gear, you notice I have 2 legendary items equipped. I have the sticky bomb, legendary sticky bomb, and I have, actually, sorry, my bad, not sticky bomb. I have the legendary forbidden medicine, which is a bomb. Now, remember, bombs cannot be used by no legend character other than the Ronin. Only the Ronin can use bombs. But because this is the samurai, I've said this before, do not listen to anybody on YouTube. The samurai is the best legend character in the game. They're tanks. They take more beating. They dish out more beating. They're faster. Anybody that says any other legend in the game is better than the samurai, you just heard somebody who can't really play that good. That's how I see it. That's my opinion, and that is also the opinion of a lot of old school players. People who was there from the beginning. I was there from day one when Legends dropped. I was playing it from day one, and Legends came out in late 2022, It came out a few months after the game came out, and I was there for day one, never stopped playing it, still play it to this day. Again, the samurai has the ability to use all weapons. He has access to all weapons. Now, it's not easy. To get the bomb for the samurai, if you look to the bottom, you will see samurai unlocked. Can be used by the samurai. You have to use Curry's weapons. That's these. Anything you see to the top with in red, all of this is Curry's weapons. You have to use Curry's weapons. You have to break the Curry's weapon, and then you have to dismantle the Curry's weapon. When you dismantle it, it gives you points. The points you can use to spin to get this ability. Now think of it like playing a jack machine in a casino. You keep spinning and spinning and spinning until you get the results you want. Again, that also means that once you spin once, you lose the point that you got from the Curry's weapon. So therefore that means you have to go and uncurse another Curry's weapon, dismantle it so you can get the Curry's points. Then you got to go through this whole process of spinning the forbidden medicine to unlock the ability for the samurai to use it. So that's why you see I have 2 legendary items. I have one here, and I have the Ball of Liquor Courage. Anybody could use the Ball of Liquor Courage. You don't have to do anything special to do this. But again, for this build, unfortunately, there's only one way to be able to use 2 legendary items, and that is this technique here, legendary perk. So again, gives you it's like self-explanatory, as you can see, gives you the ability to use 2 legendary weapons, 2 legendary items. All right, so next technique, Resolve Increase Rank 16. What this does, it increases my mark resolve by 1. Therefore, giving me more resolve gain, giving me the ability to do more depth moves. And I can't really show you here because this video is just about, this video is strictly about the techniques. I already have a video, I will link that in the description of this video, on what these different characteristics of all these different things mean. Now, I think it's my, yes, it is my charm, my samurai charm. It gives me the ability, as you can see to the bottom, Resolve Increase. The second line from the bottom, from Fire Master. Increase maximum resolve by 1. So that means that's 1 ball added to my 3 balls to the bottom. That allows me to do finishing moves. So that's 1 ball added from the charm. And then the technique, here's another ball added. That makes 5 balls. You can't get any higher than 5, unfortunately. 5, you can't get 6. You can only get 5. But with 5, it doesn't really matter because again, the samurai is the fastest killer and he hits the hardest out of all the legends. Now, there are builds that you can do for the hunter that would give her the ability to do a lot of killing. I have a video posted already with that. There's a build for the assassin that allows the assassin to do a lot of killing. I have the video for that. There is a build for the Ronin, so he can do a lot of killing. I have not done the video for that one yet. I posted a video for the heal Ronin because again, the Ronin can do defense or offense. You can have him heal or you could have him kill. Now, I will post this week Friday, when the stage change, I will post a video for the fire, what people on the internet call the Fire Ronin. With the Fire Ronin, you can use him to do a lot of killing. He's very dangerous. And in a skilled hands, he can be very formidable in trying to get top of the kills. But again, even him is not as good as the samurai because say you have the stipulation and that, immunity, he is rendered useless because his fire can't burn anymore. So he's basically demoted already. No matter what stipulation you put on the samurai, he can still do the killing because he is a tank. It's self-explanatory. He is a tank. He is the hardest one to play out of all legends. That's why a lot of people don't play him. If you've been on legends long enough, you will notice most people, when they try to get the kills, they go with the hunter or second runner up, the Ronin, because they're easy to kill with. Almost no real players play the hunter and the Ronin as much as they play the samurai. All the real players, their top killers are samurai. If one thing I wish Sucker Punch would do, I really wish they would put a leaderboard for each legend rather than just an overall leaderboard for the player. That way we can know, it's easier to tell which legend character is the better killer because it will be on the leaderboard. But that's neither here or there. We're here to talk about technique. So, and for the fourth technique, I have the Hashima's Frenzy, rank 11. So what this does is it increases the Hashima Fury by 2 extra. So when you do your finishing move, rather than killing 3 people, you will now kill 5 people. So that is the technique that I use in this last one. Again, none of this makes my build any better. None of this, I can be honest. This is a personal thing. This has nothing to do with the build. The important stuff with this build is in the gears. This is where the important thing lies, not the technique. I want to make that perfectly clear. I have friends who play the samurai and they use different techniques and they still will kill me sometimes. And there's nothing I can do about it. They can still get more kills than me. I played with players I don't know who have the exact same, and you can tell that it is the same build by how they play. It's very easy to tell the build. Now, I am not saying I invented this build, but then again, I am saying I invented this build because, again, I've had this build from day one. This was the build I did for myself at day one. Now, the Ball of Liquor Courage was added, I want to say, a little later on in an update. This is still technically the newest thing in the last update that Sucker Punch has done for this game. So this was the only thing that was added to my arsenal. But from day one, from 2022, I've had this build. This is the only thing that was added. In the techniques, I've had this build. The only thing that was added was the Raging Flames. This is new. This was added in the last technique. It was added in the last update for Ghosts of Tsushima Legends. Other than that, I've used all the same build from day one. I want to say, I don't really remember, but I think this, and this was also added. No, not this, sorry. I want to say one of these and these, all of this, no, except for, I think the Legend perk was always, Legend Diary was always there. Something was added in the last 2 lines. I don't remember what they are, so it doesn't really matter. Again, this is not important. You should not base this build off technique and then base. I've had people who have commented, DM me, but saying that, hey, I'm trying to use the same build as yours and I'm not getting the same result. Again, that's because I made it perfectly clear when I first posted the last video for the samurai build. You see the numbers on each gear, you have to get these numbers. When I say the numbers, I mean the plus numbers. My melee resolve gain is plus 25. My melee stagger damage is plus 10.2. You have to get these numbers on all these or higher, and I did say that in the last build. You have to get these builds or higher. And you also have to look at my rank. I am rank 100. I am level 120 samurai. You can't get any higher than 120 for my samurai. But my rank, if you look at my rank is 188. A lot of people don't know this. This plays a small part. It doesn't play a huge part, but this does play a small part in your build, because higher rank, that means the longer you've been playing it, obviously, meaning the more XP you have spent. So I just wanted to point that one out as well, so you can make that perfectly clear. I am sorry this video went on this long. I really was trying to keep this video down to 5 minutes. Unfortunately, it's already been going on for 15 minutes. But the reason it's been going on for 15 minutes is because I got a lot of DMs. I got 1 or 2 comments where people felt that I didn't give enough info. I didn't do enough info dump. So this is me doing more info dump. I really apologize for this video being this long just for a build video. It shouldn't really be this long. And I will try my best to remember to put the link video for the samurai run so you can see, in case you stumble along my channel. I'm a small little channel. You stumble along my channel and you see that I only did a build, but why would this build be useful to you? I didn't give any examples of what the build does. So I'll put a link so you can see the build in action. And on that note, I want to apologize again for the video being 16 minutes. Now I'm looking at the recording time. It's now 16 minutes. I really apologize for that. That's my fucking bad. I'll try my best when I do the Ronin build. We will try my best to keep the rundown of the build as short and to the point. I did kind of go into a little bit of a rant. I apologize. I do rant a lot. My wife tells me all the time I rant a lot, way too much for the average person. I apologize. Again, this is the end of this video. I apologize. I hope this video helps anybody out there who's getting into Legends, or anybody who's been in Legends and they want to take their game to the next level. And all I ask is that you please drop a like, drop a subscribe. These things mean nothing to you. They cost you nothing. They mean nothing to you. But for a small growing channel like myself, it means a lot. And I thank you for that. All right, well, that's me. I'm going to end this video. Just want to say peace out. And thanks again. And I hope this video helps somebody out there.